Alright, hello everyone, hope you're doing well. If you don't know, I'm currently working on a big in-depth analysis review on the Sonic movie trilogy plus the Knuckles TV show. It's going pretty well. I have about 5 to 6 minutes of footage already edited and the script is already finished. But instead of me just talking about this video, I want to show you a sneak peek of this said video. And so, please enjoy the sneak peek of my Sonic movie trilogy review. The first Sonic movie is a pretty good movie. Is it the best in the trilogy? Most likely not. I say most likely because Sonic 3 is not out yet by the time recording this, and I highly doubt the film will be bad given all the news we've gotten of this film so far. But it's still a good movie. Not amazing or groundbreaking, but it's still a solid film. But why? Well, let me start off with the protagonist. Sonic in this movie is pretty different from his game counterpart. I'm not saying he is a totally different character from Game Sonic. He still has the same personality and charm we all know and love from Game Sonic. So what do I mean when I say he's different? Well, he's lonely. Unlike Game Sonic, when in most of his games he has multiple friends around him, movie Sonic only had his mentor Longclaw, and when she sacrificed herself for Sonic, Sonic was alone. I want to play this clip in the movie that perfectly shows how Sonic feels.
Don't think your prolonged isolation is making you a bit crazy, perhaps? Crazy? Me? No way, Doc. You got me all wrong. And despite all these so-called friends of yours, deep down, you are still rather lonely? Perhaps afraid you'll be alone forever?
That perfectly shows how Sonic's life is right now and how he feels. I never really noticed this before, and it kind of just went over my head for some reason, but after rewatching it, it's really sad. He uses comedy to play multiple different characters and pretend to think everybody knows him in this small little town, to hide the fact that he's just sad and he's lonely. And when Sonic meets Tom and they become close friends throughout the film, it feels satisfying since you know that in most of Sonic's life, he never really had a friend. Now, spying on everyone in this town to the point where he knows everyone's name is pretty weird, but let's not talk about that. I think the baseball scene also perfectly shows how Sonic feels about his life. It becomes comedic at first, but then later on it becomes sad. And then he starts running and the power goes out. Whoops!
I'm sure no one noticed that giant blue explosion, right?
Another scene I really like is when Sonic gets his iconic shoes where he says,
No one's ever given me a gift before.
I just love this little scene because it really shows how he appreciates the small little things in this world. It's a really nice scene. Sonic has a great character arc in this movie, and it even carries into later films, with Sonic becoming more mature as a character in the sequels. I love Sonic in this movie, and seeing him grow as a character in this movie, this is most likely my favorite version of Sonic. But before I talk about the other characters, I want to talk about the world of this movie.